language is one of those things that you probably ought to do sooner rather than later. You either are starting perhaps a whole new language, in which case it's going to take you a full 2 years to get done because you need to get up through the fourth semester level of that language, or if you are coming in with previous knowledge of a language, you don't want to wait too long, or you'll start to forget it, and you'll end up having to take more courses to get to the same level. But you have to kind of weigh your options and the fact that you're going to be doing 4 courses and you have various other things you want to get done. You might want to do a science course or a writing seminar. That's something to discuss with your pre-major advisor. How important is it to you to do this now? I generally tell my students, if you're not going to do the language immediately, then you probably ought to get started by the spring. One other thing to remember, though, is there are certain languages that are only offered, a particular level is only offered at a certain time. For example, if you wanted to take Arabic or Latin and you needed to start in the very beginning semester, those are only offered in the fall, and if you don't do it now, you'll have to wait a full year before you can do it. It's not the end of the world, but it's another thing to keep in mind.
Another thing to consider is that if you're planning to study abroad in your junior year and you don't already have language skills for the country that you want to study in, you'd want to start that as early as possible. Most abroad programs in countries where English is not the native tongue require at least intermediate level language ability. In Spain and in Latin America and Central America, it goes even higher. So it's a good idea to start planning early for that.
I just might add to that is the importance of the placement exam. If you do have prior exposure to a language, it's important to take the exam through the department so that you're sure that you're in the right class.
Only 2 are online, Spanish and French. The rest you would take when you get here and talk to the department, either the Penn Language Center or the Romance Language Department or German, and that's important to sort of figure out which is the place for you to go. Again, consult with your peer and your pre-major advisor.
I guess I would add that 4 classes at Penn is a lot. It's a major elective. It's a major commitment to learning a new language, and I certainly applaud you for that decision if you decide to make it. It's wonderful to learn several languages, and it exposes you in a great way to a new culture. But you should be very sure when you embark on that path that you actually don't want to have more electives in a different area. And you can get some sense of how many electives you will actually have during your time at Penn. I think if you talk to your pre-major advisor and sit down and start thinking about other things you may want to do while you're at college in addition to learning a brand new language.